Right, I'm just going to put everybody on mute and we can have a little chat at the end. If you haven't been to the Monday meditations before, we spend about 20 minutes doing the meditation, and then afterwards, if you want to ask anything about any of our other courses, like I know we have lots of kind of different groups of people on these calls. So we have people who are on the hypnotherapy course, people who are on the life coaching course, people who are my clients, friends, people, anybody really can join. So if you do want to stay around and ask anything at the end, we do have a few things coming up. So if you're a life coaching student and you want to do hypnotherapy and you're in Wellington, that starts this weekend. We've also got mindfulness in Wellington at the end of the month with Josh, and that's amazing. Quantum mindfulness, if you haven't done that course, just will blow your mind. It's so good. And then on the 18th of August, if you are a hypnotherapy student and want to do life coaching course and you're in Christchurch, I'll be running the 5-day life coaching course down here. So if any of you want to do any of that, stay behind and ask me any questions about it, or you can send me an email if you want to. And here comes Louise, just in time. Here we go. Just a couple more people coming. Wonderful. And then we can just relax, get into our Monday morning groove and find a really nice, comfortable, easy space to sit in. Make sure that your feet are touching the ground. You want to have that lovely feeling of being grounded. And when you're ready, you can just gently close your eyes. And the first thing I want you to do is just focus on that breath, that amazing, vital breath coming in and out. And the whole kind of focus for today's session is all about that mental clarity of getting rid of the clutter and having a beautiful place to start your week. So on those inwards breaths now, I just want you to really focus on that idea of clarity, of vitality. And perhaps you can imagine that there is a colour that goes along with that feeling. And as you breathe in, I want you to imagine that you're breathing that colour into your body. A lovely, vibrant, clear colour. You could imagine it going down into your lungs, travelling through your bloodstream, going to every cell, every fibre, every muscle. Waking each muscle up, each cell up, so that it's ready for the week ahead. And then I want you to bring your focus to your outwards breath. And on the outwards breath, I want you to think about what kind of things you'd like to get rid of. And those things might be worries, they might be distractions, they might be things that are just taking up space in your mind, things that are cluttering up this mental space. And on the outwards breath, I want you to imagine that you just can exhale them. And perhaps you'll give them a different colour. Breathing in clarity. Breathing out clutter. Breathing in clarity. Breathing out clutter. I just want you to focus on that breathing just for a few more moments. It's exchanging what you don't want for what you do want. And setting your intention for this week. And as you set your intention for this week, perhaps there are some affirmations that you could use. And we'll come back to some affirmations at the end of the session. And I'll just go through a couple while we're here, just to focus your mind on what it is that you want from right from this session. My mind and heart are clear. That's it. Just continuing to breathe out clutter and breathe in clarity. And then as you continue to just get rid of what you don't need and bring in what you do need, you just to take yourself in your mind to a beautiful pathway. And this pathway can be in nature, can be in a garden. It really doesn't matter, but there's something about this pathway that speaks to you about clarity. Everything is peaceful here. There's space. And as you walk down this pathway, you just to spend a moment seeing what your mind gives you, seeing what you can see, hearing what you can hear, and feeling what you can feel as that feeling of clarity starts to expand even more. Noticing the colours, or the shapes, or the sounds. Perhaps the feeling of your feet on the path. And getting a sense that you're going in just the right direction. And somewhere up ahead, you just to notice a building. It's a beautiful building. And it just seems just right for you. Just allow your mind to fill that space with a particular building. It may be one that you've seen before, or it may be one completely from your imagination. Just trust whatever comes. Noticing its colour. And as you get closer, you can see a door. Or just get a sense of the door. Really doesn't matter how you imagine this. And as you approach the door, it opens automatically and you walk inside to the most beautiful space. And this space is decorated just how you would want it to be. It has this amazing feeling of clarity and spaciousness. And as you look around this spacious room, you notice that there are bits and pieces that don't really need to be here. Different bits of clutter here and there. And you might see those bits of clutter as objects. And you can take a moment just to observe it. They represent the thoughts, the worries, the distractions that are taking up space. And you can observe it without judgment, just acknowledging its presence here. Perhaps there are papers or books. And at one end of the room, you can see the most beautiful window. And as you get closer to the window, you can see that it's a bit fogged up. You can't really see out. And so I want you to open that window wide. Let in a beautiful fresh breeze. And perhaps you can notice at the other end of the room is another window. And as you walk down that end of the room, again, you can open that window wide. And a beautiful fresh breeze comes into the room. And just light as a feather, those bits of clutter start to rise up off of the ground. Start to just blow away. That gentle breeze blows through the room, gradually clearing away the clutter. And I wonder what part of that clutter goes first. Maybe you can help some of the things on their way. And as that clutter starts to dissipate, you can feel a wonderful sense of lightness, of openness, of space. I want you just to allow that breeze to continue. Continue sweeping away anything you don't need. So there's more and more space and more clarity. And right in the middle of the room, you can see a little table. And on the table is the most beautiful object that absolutely and completely represents mental freedom and clarity. And you can have a little bit of fun for a moment, just allowing whatever comes to come. And it may be a little ornament or an object, or might be just a symbol kind of hovering there. It completely and absolutely represents the way you want to go through this week, with a sense of intention and space and joy. Just notice its colour, its shape. And when you're ready, you can pick that object up. And somehow, some way, I want you to put it inside. It may seem that it needs to go into your heart space. It might seem that it needs to go right inside your mind. Wherever yours needs to go, you can just imagine putting it there right now. And as you do, those last little remnants of clutter blown away. And this amazing feeling of peace and clarity come to your mind. And you notice the one thought that's important for this week, or the one topic that's important for this week. The thing that you'd really love to put your focus and energy into. We know that where focus goes, energy flows. And so you can imagine all of your energy flowing into this one area of your life now. And things changing quickly and effortlessly as you're completely focused on what it is you want. And in your mind now, you can travel into the most amazing future. And perhaps it's next week, or perhaps it's a year from now. What would be the ultimate place that this intention could take you. And as it comes into focus for you, you need to just get a sense of what you're doing, who you're with, what kind of place you're in. And as you look at this future version of yourself, you're just going to go into those affirmations. So bringing your attention back to your breath for a moment. I maintain strength, clarity, and peace of mind. My inner vision is clear and focused. I see my dreams and goals clearly. I receive clarity from a higher source. My mind and heart are clear. I'm focused on creating the life of my dreams. I communicate my truth. My mind is organized and I find solutions with ease. And then we're just going to have 1 minute of silence for you to explore in your mind whatever is the most important for you. As you focus on that feeling of clarity. And bringing yourself back when you're ready. Well done, everyone. Oh, so lovely to connect with you all. I feel like I've got loads more energy now. You can unmute yourself if you want to. And if anybody does want to stay around and have a chat, feel free. Otherwise, have a beautiful, beautiful week. And I will see you again next Monday. If you also have any ideas for Monday meditation that you'd like me to focus on, or you would like to run a Monday meditation yourself, if you've got a lovely idea that you'd like to share with us and do, that would be wonderful too. So feel free to send me any messages in the chat or just have a chat now. Thanks, Louise. See you. See you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Lovely to see you.